All right, what's going on, everybody? I'm Blitz5, and I hope you guys are doing well. And in today's video, I want to show you guys a new UI function that's coming exclusively to PUBG console with update 11.1 and season 11. And right now, I'm able to show you guys and test this out because the update is live on PC as of April 1st. And no, this is not an April Fool's Day joke. And this will be live a week later on console. But if you plug in your controller to PC, you can actually see these new changes. So just to reiterate this again, the update is live on PC and will be live 1 week later on console. And we have not seen the official patch notes for the console update, but this new feature will be making its way into the game in some form. Obviously subject to some changes, but I think it's going to be in just like this. So one of the first things that's changed here is the ability to change your scopes in game. So right now I have an AUG with a red dot on it, pretty typical. And normally if you want to switch your scope, you have to go into your inventory and then hit A again. And now you can switch to a 4x scope and to the 6x scope. But with this new functionality, if you're aiming down sights, you can hold up on the D-pad and then you can scroll through your different scopes and have that attached. So right here, you have the red dot, you're shooting, aim down sights. You want to switch to a 4x because maybe someone's a little farther off, and you can do that. So this is pretty interesting. This one I feel like has a lot of use and has pretty much all pros. I don't really see a con to this one. It is weird kind of getting used to seeing the big menu screen pop up at the top there. And then also it does take you out of aim down sights when you hit up on the D-pad. It brings you back to kind of a hip fire view. But I think overall this is a really good addition to the game. And then the following two functions are pretty similar to this with heals and then with throwables. So again, right now I'm missing some health. If you're running around the game, you could hit, hold down on the D-pad and you could insta do a bandage, or like I do and a lot of players, I just hit start and then go to first aid and select it right away. What we can do now is you can tap down on the D-pad and then select what first aid or what medic or what bandage or energy drink heal you want to use. So I'll select the first aid. I'll give myself some health because we're missing it. And again, you can do it again. You're just running around, you're in a fight, say you go to the corner here for a second, you can just hit down on the D-pad and then pop a syringe. And I think, again, that this is actually faster than going into the menu, and it's easier to be a lot more precise with exactly what you want to grab. And I think that's pretty cool. So we'll cancel that out. And then the final addition to the new functionality is actually with throwables, and I'm not sure if I like this one. I don't think it makes the throwable any better, but I'll show you guys. So right now, if there's a person behind this rock, I have a decoy nade, so I'm not going to want to use that decoy nade, right? So normally you would just tap right and switch to it, but that's not the case anymore. This new function comes up. So I tap right on the D-pad. Normally it would just bring out the decoy nade, but instead it brings this out. So if you want the decoy nade, you have to hit A here, which would bring out the decoy nade, and then you could throw it. And then let's bring out the AUG again. If you want to switch right now to a frag, let's say I want to throw a Molotov, you need to hit right on the D-pad, move over to the Molotov, select A, and then you have that out in your hand. But one thing that's a little confusing here is if you don't have the throwable out, you hit right on the D-pad, and then you hit R to maybe throw that Molotov, you shoot. So in normal PUBG, prior to the update on console, if you were shooting your gun and then hit right on the D-pad, it would bring you the Molotov. It would bring up the throwable that you had selected. But in this, it brings up the menu screen here, which is kind of nice to select through exactly what you want. It basically just makes that little mini menu on the bottom right, the little icon, larger. And then if you hold right, it does the same functionality as before. So you're shooting, you want a Molotov, you hold right, and then you can do that. But you have to hold right for about a second or two. And that, is slower than the previous functionality. So I'm not sure if people are going to enjoy this one. And I think overall, the UI should probably be a little bit smaller in my opinion. And again, more transparent. PUBG had this kind of issue when they changed the inventory screen on console. Just a little bit dark. I know they're trying to make it maybe easier to see what you're selecting, but to me, it's just a little too large and needs to be more transparent. So I'd love to hear what you guys think down in the comments below of these new changes. From what I'm being told is that they will be implemented with season 11 on console, and then they'll just have to hear our feedback and make changes from there. So again, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you all for watching. I'm Blitz5, and peace out.